Hello everyone, this is Godzilla Wolf 1 and I am back with another Angels with Scaly Wings live stream. And we should be able to get Anna and Remy's good ends today, which will just leave low rem. I've got a few things I want to do with low and while we're doing low rems, so let me message this out. Okay, there we go. We'll give people a little bit of time to show up. Dragonlance, we did have again this week. It went actually pretty well. We managed... turns out that bronze dragon egg we found at that camp, we found the mother of that egg, which she was very grateful and gave, the Kobold Artificer a new, some new armor, which was nice. He needed it. And we fought some giant spiders, which I got to use Spirit Guardians, and the party actually got pretty well into the force movement, pushing them through the Spirit Guardians, and that was honestly really cool. Like, I genuinely enjoyed it. Like, that's always genuinely fun. I don't really like Spirit Guardians. Like, well, okay, it's fun to use, but in all honesty, I'm not a huge fan of just Spirit Guardians in general, because it's one of those spells that everyone's like, oh, if you're a cleric, you've got to have Spirit Guardians, and I don't that really kind of annoys me, because I don't really feel like there should just be this universal, if you don't have this, you're doing it wrong, strat in an RPG. But it does come in handy. I only use it for horde encounters. I don't use it for, like, single enemies or just a couple enemies, only if it's a horde. Because when you're facing a horde, it really helps to... Sorry about that. Allergies are acting up a little bit. When you're fighting a horde, that's when you want Spirit Guardians. Me and the... Akias actually is now kind of wanting to become a psychiatrist, which would make her kind of the first official psychiatrist on Kryn, which I find somewhat amusing. Anyway, onward. Let's start with Anna. Actually, no. We're going to... this time I want to actually start with Remy. Yeah, let's start with actually Remy this time. Because we started with Anna the last time, I believe. Okay. Okay, have you been here before? A few times. I see. What do you think about it? Idyllic. Let's go with I used to. I see. Is this about Imra again? Story. Let's go with I don't mind. Okay, here's the big thing. You said you always wanted children. Yes. It's not exactly the same thing, but I heard the orphanage is always looking for more volunteers. You'd help take care of those children. Is that so? Yes, the orphanage is notoriously understaffed. The children don't really have anyone else, so each volunteer is a godsend. Losing both parents at a young age must be horrible. I can't even imagine what that must be like. You should talk to Adine about volunteering. She knows a lot more than I do. Adine? I don't want to talk to her. Why not? She used to be my friend. Well, she was more Amelia's friend than mine. Why can't you talk to her? I don't know. I don't want to face her. Whenever I see her, it's another reminder of what I lost. I don't think she wants to talk to me either. I think if you wanted to volunteer, she'd gladly accept the help. Besides, I saw she tried to talk to you the other day. You saw that? I guess she did try to talk to me, but it was only because she wanted something. I don't think that was the only reason. Maybe she wanted to reconnect with you. If she wanted to avoid you, she could have asked someone else at the library for help, but she chose you. I'm not sure about that. Maybe she actually feels the same way you do, and the map helped her muster up the courage to face you again. If you want to change something, Remy, you gotta take action. What's the worst that could happen if you talk to her? I suppose you have a point. I'll think about that. Thank you, Dove. Getting that off my chest really helped a lot. No problem, Remy. Anything else on your mind? There's the whole thing with Anna. Okay, this is new. Well, there's that whole thing about Anna. Yeah, you mentioned that last time. Are you still worried about her? I am. Who knows what horrible things she's working on in her lab. There's nothing I can do to stop her. You did what you could. The rest is up to the authorities now. I guess so. I can't help but feel a little pity for her. Her condition. I imagine the Ministry's disapproval must have been a tough pill to swallow. What are you talking about? She has cancer. Okay, so we don't actually have to tell Anna that we broke into her house, into her office. Turns out I didn't actually have to do that either. She has cancer. I see. Who knows how much longer she has, knowing that every day must be difficult for her. Even an embarrassed smile. As you wish. Okay, we're going... I don't mind. Alright, I can't change that. Okay. That's true. Emma plays the political game a lot. She lines her pill. All of our own struggles. Okay, I'm going to go with I like you as a friend. Because I hope this does not cause a bad thing to happen. Okay, good. He has a good reaction. That makes me happy to hear. I haven't had a friend in a very long time. Maybe I should get going now. Thanks for healing me out, Dove. Likewise. Okay, so yeah, the non-romantic option is an option. Good. Anna is next. I was wondering if you'd even show up. I'm an honorable person. I wouldn't miss an opportunity to meet you. I didn't have anything better to do either. Anyway. And we're friends in this timeline. Only for punishment, thought that I mind. Follow me, please. Yeah, it's not letting me skip ahead, so I don't know how much of dialogue is the same. Okay, we've seen this. Okay, yeah, we've seen this. Doctor of Pharmacy is the only title I couldn't hold. I know how to operate the machinery. Okay. Is that your scientific curiosity shining through? I can approve of that. And it didn't answer my question. I'm not going to show you. If you're curious, you might find the answer in the seedier parts of town. It's not as seedy parts. Okay. I'm crying over that. Yeah, she has honestly every right to be angry at Damian. Okay. I wish it would let me skip this, but it's not. They're only giving me a favor. What now? Okay. Besides, really cared as okay, yeah, I've seen this answer before. Complaining. I don't complain, I just point out errors. Yeah, she likes snark. Actually, wait. Our day didn't last that long. You mentioned you'll already have days worth of data from that machine. As it turns, I set out our date until I was officially over. This will certainly go much quicker if you show a little patience. Says the Queen of Complaining. I don't complain, I just point out errors. Besides, I'm being an empress, not just a queen. About needles. And poke me if you need to. I see, I'll make the most of it then. I hate needles. Like, I have a phobia of needles, by the way. Okay, we saw this. Okay. Let's just be a little cheeky. Set myself up for this one, didn't I? Okay, how are you, Ike? Any easier when you how to answer all the test questions negatively. See, interesting. You're gonna liken anyone here since you arrived. I see. The alternative motives when you came to our world was the simplest we're led to believe. I don't know what your motives. A good little human. Also, when she says little, I'm still just amused that the prequel comic reveals she's actually, like, almost the same size as Maverick, so she's, like, huge. And I just find that I guess I don't try to do any fishing. So then Dove, I'll be watching. Hello, Dove. Hey, Remy. Enjoying this rush here, I see. Okay. Look again, always. I'm gonna hold you up then until we meet again. See. Okay, nothing really there. It was too much to ask for a laugh without breaks. I shouldn't have expected you to be as fit as we are. I got distracted on the way. How so? Did you have to stop and smell the flowers? I met Remy. Remy, oh, I wouldn't mind if that beep kicked the bucket too. You have against him, how can you say that? Okay, again, I'm sorry it's not skipping like it's supposed to. I'm assuming he gets a lot of exercise because post-apocalypse. It's part of the test. You can look at some pretty pictures of you. Unflattering as they may be. Well, you don't have to look if you don't want to. Alright, I totally forgot that you are a mammal. You're kind of an intelligent mammal of all things. Well, reasonably intelligent at the very least. Let's see. Maybe I'll have to go stand like this one. Well, was similar enough. Okay, backstory. Yeah, I wish this would just let me skip, but I still don't know why it does not. It should, I don't know why. I think you can guess why I'm here. The res again, what happened this time? I think there's maybe some more stuff here that's Yeah, we'll just do this and get through here. It's important, why don't you go... Oh! I'm just gonna watch it regardless. Abandon my post during the fireworks. No, you don't have to abandon your post. Okay, so we just... Okay, I think... let's go take the edge to the hatchery. I think something might have changed. We'll help him out later. He's really going to have things to take care of. No problem, let's see. Okay, he doesn't take it too badly. Here we are again. Dean, wait for me. Oh, yeah, nice. Good job, Dove. Looks like you took my advice. Yes, the Dean and I had a good long talk, and now here we are. I'm glad we did. It's long overdue. Oh, little Vara. Vara, do you know who that is? She doesn't talk much. Yeah, I noticed. The prequel comic just says she has a disorder. Like, Vara and her parents do appear in the prequel comic. I think I mentioned that, but there's something like there's something wrong with Vara, but they never explain what it is. Like, she has some disorder, but they never actually explain what she has. There's some implications she might be autistic, but it's not clear if she's actually mute or just does not talk much, but there are some implications she might be autistic. Which, you know, I'm autistic, I can appreciate that. I notice. It's not unusual for someone who has had a rough life like hers. Listening, though, isn't that right? I think we should go inside. Yeah, probably. Well, see you some other time, Dove. Thanks for coming. Okay, well that let us meet with Remy, so... But there's no reason to go with that, because... Okay, she's no longer impressed. But we're on good terms, so that's good. But take the bandage to the facility. As I approached, I saw her sitting in the hallway, the door wide open. Hey, Anna. Oh, it's you. What's going on here? Scammon raided the place. Why? It's a long story, and I'm not going to tell it now. Is it bad? I don't know yet. I'm not sure what they expect me to work in these conditions, considering I had assignments from the council and the police. And then they both turn around and mess up the place as if it's part of their job. It doesn't make any sense to me. Someone's going to hear about this, and there will be consequences, I can tell you that. Anyway, what do you want? I'm here to drop this off for you, courtesy of the police. That's what I'm talking about. Mess up my place and ask for my help. Something isn't right here, and I'll get to the bottom of this. What is this, anyway? Sorry, it's a bloody bandage for analysis. It's related to the resident investigation. Alright then, I'll take it. Not for the police department's sake, but for yours. Don't let me hold you up. I'm sure you have places to be. Well, see you then. Yeah. Yeah, I can skip ahead here, because there's no actual questions during the meeting with the... Okay, let's do Anna first. Okay, this we can skip, which is weird. But I don't really want to. I want to get to the question areas if possible. You know about her cancer. Okay, here we are. You have cancer. How do you know that? Remy told me. What? He must have used his position to look into some confidential documents. not exactly illegal either. What a hypocrite. Why don't they just throw him in a prison as well and let us rot together, huh? Those filthy bureaucrats, you should have heard them. How they don't want to change the rules because our tradition is sacred and that's how we've survived all these years. Tradition now demands that I die. You know what? I'm not playing by their rules, never have. Actually, why don't I line up all of those who got me here and kill them? Because I'm going to die, why shouldn't I take them with me? I mean, I have nothing else to lose if I'm going to die anyway. Don't do that. Just give me one good reason. Yeah, she's on the verge of a psychotic break. And it's understandable why, with everything she's going through. Like, I don't think Anna's really a bad person. Like, yeah, she does do some morally ambiguous things, but I think at her core she's just desperate and feels the world's against her. Like, if you look at her expression, just how she's talking, she's clearly just so stressed and desperate to the point she's about to snap. One good reason, because where I come from, we can cure cancer. You can. Are you saying if I went back to you, if you smuggled me out, that you could cure me? At the facilities, if we had power from the generators we asked for, we could. You kidding me? Because if you are, I'll know it's the truth. Maybe we could work something out. I'm sure humanity would not object, or maybe we could just give you the technology or the necessary method. I've already cured cancer, so there's no need for you to die. Why would you do that for me? You know I don't care about you. I just wanted your blood, your data, just anything that would help me save myself. And that's exactly what I'm going to give you. Why? Nobody has ever cared about me. People were always willing to use my research. I was just a machine to turn results out for them. That's what all of the rewards were for. I admit I was selfish, always, yet I did great things. Okay, yeah, that's good. Maybe I won't have to die after all. If you can cure me, I'll give you whatever you want. I know there's politics involved. I know it may not happen, but this is my last straw, my last hope. I'll do what I can. Thank you. I don't like skipping this scene. I mean, we're skipping ahead anyway, but... Okay. Scientists, truth are facts that are invariably viable by science and tests. All tests I do in my job are to find out if something's true or not. Well, let's go with this one. I know that I know nothing. What's that supposed to mean? It's a philosophical phrase. It means that ultimately we can't really know anything with absolute certainty. Yes, philosophy is nice and all, but that doesn't really help when I'm in the lab. You seem to like talking about this stuff, though. I'm an ambassador for nothing, you know? Let's go with I don't hate you too, because I like that. I like that answer. Make it work. Okay, we can choose a non-romantic option here. I'm sorry, but I can't. Why not? Not now. It wouldn't feel right to me. I see. I guess it's time for go. There's plenty of stuff to take care of before they take me in. Research the facility, other things. Don't let me hold you up. Thanks for having me anyway. Okay, that should still... Yeah, we're still on good terms with her, meaning we can still get her a good ending. Remy's not here. That's a problem. Okay, I can still just go back in time and do it anyway. Problem is that if I do that, I have to go through Anna's entire... Okay, let's save right here, and then we can just go back in time and do Remy's then, I guess. Well, actually, if it will let me load... Like, if it lets me speed through things... Okay. Okay, it should let me speed through Anna's. Okay. Okay, since we save Sebastian automatically, we'll do this to give Sebastian a bit of a thing. Okay, there we go. So we automatically save him. And there we go. Okay, that was easy enough. Okay, we meet with Remy. No, I don't want to skip ahead. I like to answer the different questions. Should I get rid of it? Let's go with yes. Yes, it doesn't really look nice on you. Oh, sorry. That should do it. Shall we go then? Okay. At least as far as food and drinks are concerned. Wonderful friendship. Alright, to a wonderful friendship. Let's go with some grilled cheese. No problem, let me just pack this up for you. And thanks to you, I was able to reconnect with Adine. Now it just seems so petty to have not spoken with her for such a long time. All those times when I felt alone and depressed, I really was only one phone call away from someone who still cared about me. But now that you have, this also means that your worst times are over. You're not alone anymore. That is true. To some people, it might not matter much if they have one friend or less, but you know what the biggest difference is? Having one who you didn't used to. We even went to the orphanage together some time ago to help with the kids there. It seems like one of them is taking quite a liking to me. That sounds young lady. Her name is Vera, and Vara, I remember her. You know about her? It's such a sad story. But enough about me. Okay, don't want to skip ahead. Like, yes, we end up zooming through all of this, but we're still going to see the fireworks together. That's true. I'm very curious to see what your reaction to that will be. It's quite the sight to behold. People keep saying that. Maybe you will too. We'll see. It's a wonderful day, though. Likewise. Until we meet again. See you. Okay, now I don't know if that blocks me out from Anna's path on this one. Okay, so Anna and Remy's paths are mutually exclusive. Which is why it says abandoned there, which is... I don't like that, but it means we can... means we have both of them available for us to deal with. You know what, this is Remy's good end timeline, so let's You're soaked, why don't you come in? Okay, we're not going to be able to see Adine again very often. Share similar tapes. Okay, I like this answer. Can I cast a question for a change? Okay. What did you do before you came here? Let's go with this one. None. None, what do you mean? I mean, that's none of your business. Okay. So this is my turn again. The human was... I know, Remy told me something about your commonly held beliefs here. I mean, yeah, you do look different from us, but you're not really anything like some of the things that have been said about your kind. Okay. Let's answer with this one. According to some, you are greedy, man-eating monsters and also sometimes associated with evil in the apocalypse. Well, that's not very nice. But to be fair, some of the stuff of what we have about you isn't very nice either. Phew, good to know you aren't vicious monsters then. Oh, we can be vicious if we want to be, we just usually know better. Or what you might think of humans, I can assure you that I am no way special or supernatural. Okay. Okay. You both. Well, let's go with this one. Let me think. There was this one time when I was a teenager, I was messing around and wanted to try out a new flying maneuver, a barrel roll. You just say it ended badly. I guess you didn't succeed then? No, the roll went fine, but I lost control after that and plunged right into the ground. Oh, you hurt? No, luckily I wasn't in too high when I did, and there was a great puddle of mud on the ground right where I landed. Of course, all my friends were there to see it. Stop you from trying again? No, if anything, I may want to try harder. Since it's my turn now, what is your greatest wish? You're visible today. I think this would be on his mind. Are you afraid of dying? Absolutely not. Oh wait, did I already ask her that? Oh, apparently I did. I see. Or you do it. It's a very different question, you know. Okay, apparently I already answered that. Okay, now to get Remy's good ending. At least I'm assuming we unlocked his good end. Okay, so let's see if this changes. Okay, all this is the same. My feet made my way outside in the distance. The portal near the portal, I saw Reza and something that was standing between them. As I drew near, I recognized this Vara, who was growling at him. Reza aimed a kick at her, only to lose balance and fall when she bit into it, held onto his shin. After he fought her off with a few kicks, his hand drove into his pocket and to grab a few bullets, which he proceeded to load into his revolver. I went as fast as I could with my energies. I had no chance to stop him as he aimed at Vera. Yeah, he shoots Vara. Slowly he got up and walked over to the portal's controls when the administrator suddenly appeared behind him. She was on him, throwing him to the ground before starting to pound his head with her fist, rolled down the slope of the small hill on which the portal stood. This is an interesting character moment for Izumi, because not only did she mention with particular anger that he stole eggs in previous timelines, seeing him shoot Vera just makes her go completely berserk on him. So it seems like harming children is like something that Izumi really despises. In a halt, the fight resumed. There was a flurry of fists, and suddenly I heard a distinct sound of a gunshot, after which the administrator or something fell. I had only confirmed that both of them were dead. I went to the portal and examined Vara for any signs of life. I found none. Looked up, I saw Remy looking at me with a pained expression, in a way giving him some space as he stepped up to the small corpse. Poor Remy, poor Vara. Were you looking for me? Did you sneak out again? Poor girl. Felt her as his tears started raining down on the small body. So yeah, Vera in this ending dies, but ends up stalling Reza long enough for the for Izumi to stop him. More help arrived. Remy and I got all the medical attention we needed. Besides those, which means he doesn't get away with the generator. Those who we already knew to be dead. It was also too late for Maverick. With a comment telling them to check the PDAs I'd given them for verification of my claims. This later, EMTs arrived and I was put in an artificial coma due to my injuries. In the weeks I was out, a variety of things happened. After everything had taken place, negotiations were fierce between humanity and the dragons. Spectreza's body was returned to humanity through the portal. While his actions had shattered all goodwill on the dragon side, Reza's wounds did their job to do the same for humanity. I, too, was to be returned to humanity, but as my condition wouldn't allow it, humanity took the dragon's refusal to transfer me as a sign they were keeping me hostage. Priority for humanity, though, a fact I was well aware of before I ever arrived in this world. As far as they were concerned, Reza and I had our chance, and the results weren't pretty. Unfortunately, the dragons decided to return the PDAs before all contact was cut. Claims were taken seriously, and there was already a plan in place to divert the comet. While they would have to use the lab's generators to do it, humanity decided to use their portal's power source to support their failing city for a while longer as they looked for other, more long-term solutions. For my coma, I had to consider my options. While the dragons were able to create a new power source for the portal, I wouldn't have known how to send myself back to humanity, as the portal was already deactivated, at least not without the expertise of the dead administrator. Coordinates remaining in the portal were those she left as a last resort. It turned out that they were to send someone back in time to the day I arrived here. As soon as I could, I met with Remy, who told me about everything I had missed. So the comet was diverted and you replaced the power source of the portal. I guess I must have been gone for a long time. A few weeks, yes. What will you do now? I used the portal return to the day of my arrival. After all, I came here to save our dying city, which is something I failed to do. But you saved us. That is true, but I can't help but thinking that there could have been a diplomatic solution if I hadn't been in a coma during the negotiations. To do now, you can be sure you'll have the Council's support. You could just stay here if you wanted to. I bet you wouldn't mind, would you? You know I am. Humans just fascinate me. Yeah, and this is why it's the good end. Because Remy came to acceptance. Like, yes, it hurt to lose Vara, but he didn't just spiral back into depression like he did with Amelia. He was able to reach depression. Which I like that even though it's a bittersweet ending, it's still it's still got an upward tilt. Don't let me stop you from going back if that's what you want to do, though. I'll be fine. Are you sure about that? Yes, after all, I'm not alone anymore. In the last few weeks, I spent a lot of time with the Dean, and I'd say we're pretty good friends now. As sad as it is what happened with Vara, there's another girl at the orphanage we've been taking care of pretty often. Maybe you've seen her. Her name is Amley. She's just the sweetest girl. Besides, if you really end up going back in time, I'll see you again. So yeah, he reaches acceptance with Vara instead of falling back into depression. And that is Remy's good end. It's sad. Like, poor Remy just can't seem to catch a break. But on the bright side, at least in this timeline, he manages to when did he realize you were looping through time? That's a good question. I think he was probably told, I think from the sound of it, you tell him about the time travel beforehand. Now, of course, because the comet was diverted, this timeline goes off on its own direction. So this timeline is now, like, the timeline we just left is just in its own continuing, it is just going off in its own direction. That timeline is now safe. Because that's just how the game works. Now, of course, if you help Vera and if you do Remy's route and help Vara in any other timeline, well, actually, the thing is now so Sebastian can no longer die, is safe, Remy's safe, Adine is safe, Bryce is safe, and once I do Anna's story, she'll be safe. Because basically the characters after this have their mental, have basically past life memories. Good end, yeah. And there we have Remy's picture, so now we can, well, in this case, return to the future and do Anna's. Let's go with Bryce's storyline this time. Okay, just to... Though, when we do Lorem's story the final time, I do want to do Bryce's as well. And there we have Anna's card, the tarot card, which is Passion. The jaws dislodged. Reza aimed his gun in my direction. Out of nowhere, Anna tackled me, shoving us both out of the way, where Reza unloaded the weapon in our direction. Both of us were seemingly unharmed, and by the time Reza was reloading his gun, Anna was already up again and running towards him. Just as he raised his arm to aim, he jumped and collided with him, causing him to miss his target wildly. She was on top of him now, raising a hind leg before slitting his throat with one of the large claws at the end of it. There's an RPG game that interests me. Oh? Immediately he slumped, blood gushed from the wound as he helplessly swarmed on the ground, and horrible distorted noising was left his severed windpipe. Except it turns out the save file implementation in the game is a simulation for one of the heroes to figure out the best course of action. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. That's an interesting justification for the save files. After a few seconds, his movement stopped and Anna turned to me. And yep, she killed Reza again. Anna is the only one of the dragons that actually manages to kill Reza well, Maverick kills him too a couple times, but in this case, both of Anna's endings sees her kill him. Are you alright? Yeah. I check on the others, but both Maverick and the administrator were dead. It is weird since the characters figure out the soul cannon requires one of them to die because one of them has to use the soul cannon, and then flash back to the present. So they know that someone has to die. In the weeks that follow, the dragons prepared for the comet. On the other hand, spent more time with Anna as she opened up about her condition. The dragons executed their plan. By utilizing the underground building's generator, the comet was ultimately diverted and never hit the Earth. Even after they recovered and power was restored to normal, I knew I wouldn't be able to return in my own time as the administrator, Izumi, had deleted the coordinates I needed to return home when she repaired the portal a while ago. She had her own reasons for doing this. It meant now my only options were to stay here or to use the portal and the coordinates she had entered to travel back in time and return to the day of my arrival in this world. However, after one of them sacrifices themselves, they are too broken to fight back in the next fight. Then they suddenly find themselves just before, so it feels weird. Yeah, it sounds like if they want to do something like that, they need to make the characters actually act like it's a recurring simulation. Like, that's how that feels to me. I wasn't very concerned about this at the moment. I spent my time in this world accompanying Anna on her journey. For her help in stopping Reza, she was awarded the highest honor that council could bestow on her, raising a sexual service to the community. As a result, the case against her was dropped and she was cleared of all charges. The followed, I was with her during her cancer treatments and could only watch her condition worsen by the day. She was living in hospice and become thin and weak as her disease had eroded her both physically and mentally. What did the doctor say? Who cares what the doctor say? I know he sugarcoats everything. It's not going to be long now or else I wouldn't even be here. Not sure if there's any sensible way to ask this, but about less than a week. But I'm the one that's dying here, not you. No reason for you to be so upset. Away from me, I saw tears welling up in her eyes. And to think that in your world you already had a cure for cancer. How pointlessly tragic. Yet here I am, being what I never wanted to become. This is sad. This is very sad. But at least I'm not alone. And yeah, she smiles at you. So, yeah, that's Anna's... Oh, a few days later she passed away quietly in her sleep. Funeral was in her honor, which I didn't attend. Now that I had been with Anna till the end, I had a decision to make. To stay here, accept this outcome and all the consequences of it, or by using Portal and Izumi's coordinates, travel back in time and return to the day of my arrival in this world. Chance to try again. No doubt it would be a risk to relive this roller coaster of emotion. I didn't have to go through all the events and their danger again. Maybe it wouldn't be worth it. And that's Anna's good ending. Which, yeah, is really sad. Like, she does die in the end, and it dies in a way she didn't want to, but she finds a measure of acceptance to her fate because she has you with her. because she doesn't die alone. And I feel that changes the outcome. Like, I feel that's why it's the good ending, because she dies with a sense of peace. Like, she dies at peace rather than because she gave up hope. So, yeah, I'm okay with her with that. Of course, it's not the best ending, but you save the world, which means that that timeline diverts down its own path. Just like with Remy's good ending. Really, I think the only good ending that doesn't lead to a separate timeline is Bryce's, and because the comet still destroys everything. Honestly, I don't particularly like that very much. Like, I like Bryce's ending, but I wish that it's weird that he's the only good ending where the world still is doomed. Like, to me, that's still weird. But now we're going back in time again to try and get Lorem's good ending, which is the last one we actually need. Yes, return to the past now. I love Code Lyoko. Like, Code Lyoko, I adore Code Lyoko, that's why I reference it. Okay, so we're going to skip ahead. Okay, so we're going to go with Lorem, and we're also going to go with Bryce for a very specific reason, because I've been made aware of something. I know. I like to answer the questions differently if it won't mess with things. Yeah, I certainly see that. I'm surprised you want to meet me here. Okay, yeah. Now your game's mascot. So now, as long as it's based on the truth, you have my support. And here's, I feel guilty when I knock over those pillars of stones. I can understand why, at least I think I understand why. If that has to do with final, now I know they are symbolic of helping babies move on. Yeah, I can agree with that. Awesome. With you on this. For good reason, I just love humans. Okay. I don't have a breath weapon unless you can count my morning breath. I don't think that counts. I like doing this one. I can see why. This should convince you to meet me some other time. I'd like to get some pictures of you for reference. Alright, sure, here's my number. Okay, that's new. I must have said something different. Can't thank you enough for doing this. You've been a huge help. Don't worry about it. Get going now, so maybe I'll see you next time. Sure, ciao. Take care. After Kamen Rider Build, I cannot hear the word ciao without without hearing it in the name of a character from that. Okay, I impressed Lorem this time. That's good. Okay, we're going with Bryce, and there's a reason we're going with Bryce, and we will see it later. Let's just skip ahead. Okay, we know there's nothing here different. Okay, I know we need to find the orb at Tatsu Park. And I know where it is. Where is it? The shrubbery. Try some fast, complete your mission. The voice says even after we learn it's the villain and we still didn't cross the invisible wall. We still didn't cross the invisible walls. Okay, we open the hatch. This is actually important in the long run. Recognize the species of the tree. Okay, I'm just doing that mainly because Okay, apparently because we found the do we have the orb on our status screen? Yes, we do, actually. But I don't want to miss it because the point of an empty island blocked off. I don't know. If you're playing Final Horizons, I haven't actually played it yet. The program, the collision data, maybe, I don't know. Okay. Not very nice. And I just can't help it. I know there's a way to get a date with... more about Tetsu Park. Well, I'm not sure there's much to say about it. But as soon as I think the initial request was for more open spaces, like a dedicated place for people to gather and such. If you read the plaque, you would know that this park was dedicated to our so-called creator. I say creator like that because I think the word is a bit of a misnomer, but I suppose people will use it regardless. You can get a date with her, I just don't know how. Okay, stop searching the park. In the library, let's... Okay, let's do this. Just seeing if there's any changes there. Hello, I had some time to work through the stuff you told me, and now would be a perfect time to get some pictures of you. if you're not busy with anything else, it would be great if you could come over sometime. So see you soon, maybe. The little room's cute. They're adorable. There you are. Come in. Sure. I can't believe you and me agreed to do this again. It's my pleasure. A chance to work through everything from last time. We can do some real work. It sounds great. Okay, it's not letting me accelerate through this like it's supposed to. Sure. Okay. It should be letting me skip ahead, but it's not, which annoys me. Alright, the weird lizard man. Ancestor, well, it does remind me of some of the dragons I've seen here, but I'm not sure what humans have to do with this. I mean, dragon, right? Yeah. Here's an interesting question. What species did that human turn into? There's a number of dragon species nowadays that aren't genetically compatible with each other. Did the human choose one of them? Did they perhaps procreate? Shared ancestor is one option. That would mean the different species split after humans' involvement in our creation. And as explained, it might explain how our different species came to be. Okay, we've seen this. As a result, some people believe that certain species have more traits of humans than others. And it makes it seem like they're more noble or something. Luckily, this doesn't happen often. You can work on 2 legs as well, right? Sure, in this theory, shared human DNA, that puts me somewhere in the middle, since I still have wings and horns. I can see that. Here's this one. The troll-looking one, I remember that. By the way, I'll be doing Final Horizon starting this Wednesday. This fellow... Well, this is much closer than the previous one. Not even a little. Maybe a little. I'm not sure it's a particularly friendly one, though. So I think this is supposed to be a human female. Oh yeah, I remember this thing. It's not... Some of the other humans were friendly. Oh, okay. Environment is meant for us. Okay, we've been through this. As long as they aren't hurting anyone. Harmless, really. Okay, I am annoyed, but that it's not letting me skip. Try. There at Lauren sketching my figure. There's Ipsum. Alright, human came to visit today, I totally forgot. I like that if you date the dragons in specific pairs, it changes certain things, interactions between them. Really? In this timeline we didn't. Evidently she thinks otherwise. Okay, we got it here. I remember the spear that I found in the park. I dug into my pocket to show it to him. Wait a minute, are you talking about... I know me. Quickly within my arms make a picture, a perfect key pose. So I just found something in the park recently that may or may not have been your oxygen sphere. Where is it? Probably in one of my pockets. And Helen walked over to me. I let her sitting quietly corner and let me work in peace. It's a very expensive piece of equipment here. Just give it to them, Dad. And we'll go through your nose out. It's not here. Okay. I just have to wait on this. Okay, am I doing something wrong here? Okay, I can't skip. Okay, I'm not gonna waste the time going through the entire thing again. So, give me a second. The thing is, I got the dang thing. Okay, so you don't... Okay, so you need to go to the police during the third investigation. Okay, so I did not miss anything. They're saying, okay, I'm sorry, you won't hear an end of it. Okay, I don't like the fact I can't skip to ahead to the stuff that I haven't seen before. Again, I wish this would just let me skip to the stuff I haven't seen before. Apparently you're not supposed to... I thought I did that the first time, but it did... One more, maybe something more dynamic. Okay. Thoughtful pose this time. Alright, how about this? Works for me. Okay, we've seen this. I'm just really annoyed that it's not letting me skip through this like it's supposed to. I think this PS4 version's glitched, because I never had this problem when I was playing on my PC. Well, my laptop. Like, I never had any of these glitches I'm having on the PS4 version than I did on my laptop. Okay. Yeah, I apologize for this. he certainly keeps things interesting here. He's a good art critic, I can imagine. At least I can do comments I feel lost having him. It's getting late. I probably shouldn't stay out this long. Looks like he'll climb for now. I gotta do something for you at least. Don't worry about it, maybe some other time. If you say so. Thanks for doing this. At any rate, it's been a huge help. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it, really. Alright. Let's really get going now. Sure, take care. Okay, so... Still on good terms, not impressed, but good. Okay, we're going to do with Bryce this time, and there's a reason for it, because I was informed about some interesting dialogue differences. Wait a minute, something's different here. Yeah, for some reason the PC version, I mean the PS4 version seems... The police department. I guess we both have a lot to complain about. Let's go with workout, because I think that'd be necessary for survival. So I couldn't tell. Oh, you don't really have a good frame of reference. I guess not. Good. This. I guess about my hobbies, okay. The pinnacle of masculinity. You think you're the only one who can just take a look at this? Alright, sleeping back my arm, trying off from the best angle as I struck a pose. Nice try, buddy, but I don't think you want to arm wrestle me. It's too bad all those muscle... Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe he's right about Reza. You think so? Likewise. We examined the blanket the first time around. I don't think we've gone this many, so let's look at this one. Bold letters proclaim the magazine title as Universal Fitness. Its models cover matching my eye with their catching my eye with their confident athletic poses. Longer, thicker tails and amazing tips for burning passion gave me an indication of the topic. Best of me, I found myself staring at the first double page, which profiled their athlete of the month, made by a range of pictures showing off the athlete's body from different angles and a bunch of different poses. Looked at Bryce's magazine. Door creaked open. I quickly put the magazine back on the table before when we're back in my side. He had a handle of a beer-filled basket clamped in his jaws. Okay. You know, you can keep looking at the magazine if you want. Not surprised you'd be curious. Hey, I'm not the one that bought it. You know, I'm looking at when I got the opportunity. Nothing to be ashamed of. I guess you only buy it for the articles. Believe it or not, their fitness tips are actually pretty good. The pictures are just a bonus. Can I ask you something? Okay. Everything alive has a tail. How can you not have one? I'll just go with this. Yes, you were robbed of more than just your fur. Tails are wonderful. Just look at mine. That's a pretty wicked weapon right there. You just have nothing? Okay. Yeah, see, Damian is now the one that died, rather than Anna. So Anna will now never die no matter what I do. Okay, we need to go to the police archives. Which means, unfortunately, we're going to have to turn this dude down. Ah, can't be helped then. Sorry. Don't worry about it, there'll be someone else along soon, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't like turning him down, but it's necessary to actually get the good ending. Is there a rummage through the trash? Oh, what's this? There's a circular indent at the top. Looks like it'll be useful. If nothing else, it might be a nice souvenir. Just like base. Now, how basic. Okay, now that should have added over here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, now we should actually be able to do something. You know what? Let's play a prank. Okay, here we go. That should do it. And sure, when Bryce was going to be his off again, maybe return, he would definitely notice this. Pranked Bryce, you naughty person. Okay, look at the time. I better wrap it up here. I call the police. Okay, I think this actually will lead to a different outcome, because... Hey, Dove! Lauren, what are you doing here? Fetching some equipment for Ipsum. He's in the middle of an experiment and really needs this stuff. Sounded very emotional, which is unusual for him. Sounds like it's serious. So, and you must be here for important human business, I bet. Sure. By the way, do you accept my invitation? I have something really neat planned. Sounds great, but I'm pretty busy right now. Well, really, just let me know when you have time, and I'll make it happen. Should we get going before Ipsum blows up the apartment? Sure, take care. You too. This should be the right place. Oh, the human finally decided to grace me with its presence. I'm a bit busy, but I'm not sure if I should take any visitors in the moment. Hell, I have a few questions about the murder of your colleague. That's so. Why do you go around asking questions like that? As a matter of human interest, actually, yes, you could say so. What's in it for me? I'm not sure I have anything to offer. Oh, don't undersell you yourself. How about you visit me sometime? I have genuine scientific interest in you. Sure? Alright, in that case, I can make time for a few questions. Okay. So we'll start with low rim, because I think we're heading on the route to their good ending now. Fortunately, still can't fast forward, which is annoying. I guess we're all set. Okay. I don't know why it's doing this. It really shouldn't be. Okay, we're kind of making him a bit more of a jock this timeline, so let's go with Zed. I see. Art class. Okay, we know the answer here. Okay, there we go. Found that. Okay, there's the whole thing with the suicide forest. That makes two of us. What do you think about stuff like that? Paranormal stuff? Okay, we've seen this before. Okay, the whole mention of time travel and multiversal selves and okay. Let's go with me too, because really. I do like this one a lot because it's, you know, I do like this because it's just a sweet little thing of two people just being friends. Okay. Yeah, also after this, I am curious what happens in the next timeline. Could do, okay. Like, I don't like this because it means that I can't just skip to dialogue I have not seen already. Okay, we'll continue Bryce's storyline. And here's actually the important part. There you are, Dove. Seems like you're the last one. Okay, why is this not skipping, actually? On time. Yeah, okay. Maverick is here. I know you hear. And hey, Dove. Hey, Dove. Hey, Maverick. Let's see. There's dialogue specifically here that I know. So do you have any matches? You know, so I interrupted. Okay, I get it. Joke's on me. Should have seen the look on your face. Yeah, it was great. Well, I guess that pays me back for pulling a prank on Bryce before. There's actually some funny fan art of Maverick trying to light a fire on a date with Anna and just accidentally lighting the area on fire. And it's actually really funny. There's some good fan art for this game. Of course, you can assume that there are... As you can assume, there's also fan art of a sort that I don't particularly... that doesn't really mean much to someone who's asexual. One second. Okay, so of course we all okay, yeah. I mean, he's not wrong that there's a lot to like about him. I really do like Bryce. I don't know why it's not letting me skip this either. I can only picture Mara acting like that. I'd say tell her how you really feel this time. Are you sure? Well, if you string her along, that would be dishonest, and she might even get more angry when she finds out the truth if you just told her up front. Good point. Curious, how does dating work in this game, in this world, considering there are so many different sentient species around there? Is dating between different species encouraged, or that's why you are so interested? Is there any crossbreeding? These questions will overwhelm our group. I mean, that's very funny. Well, there isn't any crossbreeding, it doesn't work like that. Besides, I thought you were into biology, so you know where hatchlings come from? Something different life form from what we've seen before, so I didn't want to make any assumptions. There are many interspecies couples, though, and what happens if those couples want to have a child? Plenty of options, though, usually either adoption or a child where only one of the parents is biologically related. I totally wants my children, though. Don't you want to be a father? Heck no, I'm not ready for that. I wouldn't even know what to do with a hatchling. I'd probably end up breaking its neck by accident or something. What you done? 1 second. What about me? Are you having the hots for somebody here, as Bryce would put it? To be honest, I have no idea how in that kind of... Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, here we are. Here's the thing. Here we go. See, this is actually a thing, is if you're doing... if you're dating with someone else, you get a... they'll always react to it. I did not know that until I do it. 1 second. Give me 1 second here. And I accidentally closed something important. I've hung out with Lowrim a few times now. Who's that? You don't know? No, Lowrim is the... There's no need to bring that up right now. If you say so. I think your food should be ready now. Good catch. Yes, so... That implies Sebastian's actually aware Lowrim is a hermaphrodite. Which is actually interesting. Okay, I cannot skip. I don't know why. It's annoying. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't... Okay, there we go. As I was right, you're curious. I don't know why that wouldn't let me skip there. Alright, we know something about the map and Dean wanted. Okay. Okay, we can resolve our differences in this timeline. I like to do this one because it gives Sebastian a moment with to talk with his boss. Okay, let's go with this one. I'm curious if anything actually, because Remy is okay, yeah, actually Remy is here. So this shows at the time that Remy's past life memories apply here. But he can wait for me. Good job, Dove. Vera? Vera, do you know who that is? She doesn't talk much. I think you should go inside. Yeah, probably. We'll see you some other time, Dove. Thanks for coming. So yeah, Remy goes there of his own accord now and made up with Adine on his own. Which is really nice. Okay, we can visit the witness, which is his oh, it's you. Can I help you? Okay. This is last night. Excuse me. Oh, I must have got Lorem back to the impressed status. That's good. And Bryce is impressed as well. That's nice. You want to meet up again? I know you're busy, but the summer festival is coming up soon. I'm not saying we should go, but we certainly could if you wanted to. In any case, call me when you hear this. I have a message waiting for you. You sure are getting around, aren't you? Was there one with... Oh, okay, I actually skipped that. I don't know how many cycles it's been so far. He'd want to meet up and go somewhere, just the two of us. We got a crummy temporary apartment. Okay, there we go. Okay, obviously we want to start with Lorem. Let me think. There was the neutral ending. Let me see, the neutral ending. Like, neutral ending, Bryce's good ending, Remy's bad ending, Anna's bad ending, Adine's good ending, Lorem's bad end, Remy's good ending, Anna's good ending, and then this one, so that's a total of 9 so far. Okay, so now it's letting me skip. Oh, that must be the spear you found. Lorem walked to the table and picked up the round object I found at the park. Yeah, maybe you can help me find out if it's Ipsum's or not. Sure. Looks like it has no battery though. He turned the spear a few times and placed it on the base and plugged it in. Assembled the Oxman spear. Actually, it was Lorem. He touched the base in a peculiar way. In response, writing appeared on the spear's surface. Aww. That is just a cute... like, it's just a neat image. I like the art ones. Yeah, looks like this really is Ipsum's spear. I only read to know that it was found. So what can we actually do with it now? Nothing really, unless you know the password, that is. Well, that's a shame. I do happen to know his password, but that's only for emergencies. Well, the spears, then. Got it. Did you hear about Ipsum? Okay, yeah. Took the spear from its base and started to manipulate its interface with his fingers. What are you doing? Looking up the menu. I thought that using Ipsum spheres was only for emergencies. He went to my room when he was looking for the sphere, and he wasn't allowed to do that unless it's an emergency. It's the least he can do, considering you found it for him. Alright. If you don't want pizza, I can just put it back and we can order something else. Just the sphere, it's too late to put it back now. If you say so. See, even their smallest pizzas. Pizza. That's a new one. Sounds interesting. You're gonna have to try it. I'll look at the other options first. Alright, what would you like on your half? Good old-fashioned pepperoni. Son, the order's been placed. For the next 30 minutes, Lowrim showed me the many other and less useful features of the Oxygen Sphere. Levitate showed me the primitive-looking website and even used it as a voice modulator. Okay, I like the Oxygen Sphere. It's really cool. It's like these interesting drones. 16 shouldn't exist in the first place. Okay, so can't go with Bryce because that's just how the game works, which honestly that's one part about the game I don't particularly like. And we're gonna go with Adine just because she's my favorite. So now we should be able to get Lowrim's good ending. Okay, of course, Lowrim. You know, I still have up some Oxygen Sphere. I could give it to Lowrim when we meet them. Take the sphere, which means the good ending. The sooner Ipsum gets it, the better. I leave the sphere and put it in one of my pockets before I let it out to meet Lowrim. Oh, I also brought Ipsum's sphere. Maybe it can finally find its way home. Great, would you mind holding on to it, though? I don't really have a bag or anything to put it in right now. That's alright, just remind me to give it to you later. Sure. He's starting, look. Wait a minute, give me the sphere. Okay, he's gonna help. I mean, we're gonna go, they're gonna help us stop Reza. Wait a minute, give me the sphere. There you go. I watched as Lowrim took the sphere from my hand, slid their finger over its surface in a peculiar way. Then they were done and the sphere was back in my hands. It might not help you much, but if something goes wrong, just throw it at him. Alright. Where is he anyway? Okay, so here's another thing. Our character basically just telling Lowrim to shove it. You know what? I'm not having this conversation with you again. What are you talking about? Your plan, Reza. I know all about it. Great, then stop wasting time and help me. I'm not here to help you. This is where it ends. It's your problem, Dove. You know about the comet, so we can't stay here. Just shut up, Reza. I'm not in the mood to talk with you anymore. I don't need to, because your friend has just arrived. The Maverick and Lowrim appeared next to me. You planned this, didn't you, Dove? Until I roughly the wall and fell to the ground. Remembering Lowrim's word, I took the sphere and threw it towards Reza as hard as I could. First it looked as if it was going to miss, but the sphere adjusted its path and flew right towards him. Reza aimed at me, the sphere hit him before he could pull the trigger. He lost his balance and stumbled backward and fell to the ground. Got up and I saw the barrel of his gun was now bent out of shape. When he realized this, he bolted towards the exit. So, okay, the Oxygen Sphere damaged his gun. Ran past me. Took a few seconds until I composed myself and ran after him. As I went up the hill, I saw Reza was already taking his place while the portal did its starting routine. Went up to the console and entered a few commands. Reza turned and saw me. What are you doing? Walked on the platform. I quickly ran around the console and threw my weight against them, just in time for the portal to start teleporting us. Return to the past, now. I'm assuming. Rowan lived to tell the police what had transpired in the underground building. They had overheard was enough for the dragons to find out about the comet, and with the help of the portal's power source, they were able to divert it. Humanity nor the dragons knew where Reza and I had ended up. Our visit was considered a failure. Decided that if our visit did not yet yield any results, they would no longer try their luck with the portal and instead use their remaining energy to hold out as long as they could. For the dragons, life went on as usual, but for our cities, this outcome meant they had to continue their fight on their own. It was a uphill battle that eventually lost when the cities ran out of resources and fell. Okay, so yeah, that timeline continues on its way. And Lowrim loses you, but otherwise the dragons are safe. Like, the dragons survive that, and... Excuse me. And can change their... And can actually get back on track and, you know, continue their life, which is cool. And Lowrim still has Ipsum, and knows... And probably knows that something happened to stop Reza. Like, that we did something to stop Reza. And... Given Maverick survives in Lowrim's bad ending to kill Reza, I'm assuming he survived here too. So Lowrim's good ending is definitely one of the happier ones for the dragons as a whole, especially because they did it last, which means everyone lived. So that storyline, everyone lived, they're all, you know, survived. Okay, so next week will probably be the true ending, because we've gotten all the good endings, which is great. Okay, so that's... I think there might be something post-credits, actually, with Lowrims. Yeah. We reappeared on the other side and collapsed to the ground. It was the day of my arrival in the dragon's world, just as I had planned. What the beep is going on here? Oh, look what the cat dragged in. Supposed to be dead. Am I now? You're right, but today is not the day. He held up Reza's head and punched him. His body instantly went limp as he fell unconscious. Good job, Dove. Oh, is that yours? There's an object on the ground behind me. When I turned around, I realized it was the Oxman spear. Whatever setting Lowrim had activated, he prompted us to follow it, even though through the portal. Not exactly. Hold on to it or guard it. Those things are expensive. She looked over to Reza's lower half and started lifting him by the legs. Come and help me with this. We've got a long night ahead of us. Yeah, she's totally gonna kill that version of Reza. She definitely is. You've seen Lowrim's good end. Okay, so we have Bryce's good ending, Anna's good ending, Remy's good ending, Lowrim's good ending, and Nadine's good ending. To answer how many loops left, we just have the true. We've just got the true ending loop now, which we'll do next week. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye. I still don't have a catchphrase.